Storm Team 4 meteorologist Liz McGiffin joining us now with your most accurate forecast. We saw a little bit of that around here last week. Are we in danger of seeing that potentially today?
I think just like Thursday, it's not that big widespread potential, but we saw just a few days ago several EF0 and EF1 tornadoes being reported from that. So we are going to be on high alert with this system, especially later on this afternoon, when more so a secondary cold front and really the heart of this disturbance or that low pressure gets here. And like you were saying, this is a system that even yesterday created quite the lightning show, produced several spin up tornadoes stretching from the Kansas City area into St. Louis and far southern parts of Illinois. And this system continues to be producing not only heavy rainfall, but also some strong gusty winds, which I do think is going to be one of the primary threats that we're watching with this system by later on today. Notice here's the live VIPIR radar in action, where we've been watching what's left of round one of the rain continue to push its way off to the east. So areas like Columbus, the ground's soggy for us now. We still have plenty of clouds out there. Most of the activity, though, is stretching into Coshocton, McConnellsville, getting ready to push its way through Logan and Athens as well. So again, if you're in the Columbus area, we're just watching for a break between these rounds of rainfall. Still going to be soggy and cloudy out there. You'll notice that this is driven by a cold front. All the rainfall has been ahead of it. This main disturbance, or that main area of low pressure I was talking about, just up to the north of Indianapolis, and that's going to be where we see the strongest amount of instability. And you'll notice this little line of rain kind of trailing behind it. This is going to act almost like a secondary cold front or another area of disturbance that'll help to create a little bit of a lift in our atmosphere. And one more thing that encourages more of that lift that adds to instability will be a boost in temperature. You notice with the Window Nation tower camera, we're starting to see just a few of those breaks in the clouds. In some ways, that can be bad news for encouraging some of those more strong, severe storms, because it will allow for a little bit more of a warm up. Now, granted, at least one thing that's working in our favor is that a warm up means back up into the mid 60s. So not your typical spring severe outlook where we would be talking about jumping up to the 70s or 80s. So at least we will have that working in our favor. You'll notice though 59 degrees, the trend from Columbus down toward Lancaster. So a little bit on the cool side as you get ready to head out. And again, here's that next line of rainfall that I'll be keeping an eye on for you for the rest of the afternoon. As it continues to march our direction, we really haven't seen much in the way of thunder or lightning with this, which generally speaking can be good news. And most of the warmer temperatures will be farther down to the south and east. So that's where they have the increased chance for severe storms. Notice though all across central Ohio, we're in that marginal risk for severe weather. I think the biggest impact we'll see from these afternoon rounds of rain and storms will be strong wind gusts. But just like what we saw on Thursday, we're not completely in the clear for those spin-up tornadoes all across central Ohio. We'll be keeping an eye for the potential for rotation. And as far as the timing of this goes, I think we'll continue to see a few leftover showers, just kind of spotty up until about 3 o'clock. You'll notice by 3, that's really when that line that I'm kind of calling the secondary cold front starts to move its way through central Ohio, stretching from London toward Columbus. So as you're wrapping up the workday, getting ready to pick up the kids from school, that's going to be when you want to stay weather aware, because this system slides off to the east of Columbus between about 5 and 6 o'clock, which again, depending on how much time we have with the breaks in the clouds, we could see the warmer temperatures, which adds to instability and could increase that threat for strong severe storms a little bit. We'll have leftover showers hanging around tonight into first thing tomorrow before the cold front lives up to its name by bringing in that cooler and drier air. So again, it's going to be a day that you want to make sure that you are weather aware, especially into the afternoon. One of the best ways to do that, exactly what you're doing now. Stay tuned to NBC4, turn on that mobile weather app. It'll give you alerts for thunder, lightning, as well as watches and warnings. Notice for the day tomorrow, here's that drastic cool down, Brad. We're going to be talking about high temperatures only reaching about where they are now in the low 50s. Bit of a boost again on Wednesday, and a brief break from the rain before another system gets here on Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, shock to our system this week, Liz. Thanks so much. Now